Happy full moon, welcome. My name is Lana Labonte, and I just wanted to jump on and share a special full moon meditation to bring clarity to you in the craziness that life may be presenting to you. Any challenges that you may be experiencing in these times can be worked through, can be supported through the power of you. What does that mean? It means into me I see, gaining clarity into the true self, your Sat Nam. When you know you, nobody else can penetrate you. When you stand in your power, when you are clear in who and what it is you're here to do, nobody can knock you off your rocker. It's all about creating a strong nervous system, strengthening your breath, the mindfulness, awareness of whatever thoughts go in and out of your mental floss. We have everything we need in this physical body, but it's been ever since man came to this earth, this need to control, this need to understand, this need to make sense, while at the same time being completely out of touch with the reality and the real senses, the five senses that we were gifted and blessed in this human form. The gift of sight, the gift of smell, the gift of taste, hearing, and touch. Most of us have numbed out one or more of these senses, so we are that imbalanced that we are constantly seeking ways to re-stimulate them, not realizing that when you numb the pain, you numb the joy. So when you numb your senses, your sensibility, you become insensitive. Things like fibromyalgia, nerve sensation issues, all these dis-eases that we experience in our life start up in here in the mind. We create it. We create it with our thoughts. Dis-ease in the mind becomes a dis-ease lodged in the body. The best way to gain clarity and control over what your experience is to bring awareness to what goes through your mind. What is it that makes you do what you do? If you can tune into you, then everything else will be that much more of a flow, that much more of a, oh, I feel inspired. The breath within me rises up and out and moves me forward, as opposed to the mind attacking and reacting to the things that are going on around it. Everything's going to start up in here. And I know during these times, we need to unite more. Find what we have in common, as opposed to the fear of what it is that divides us. So we're going to do a short meditation together. You can do this for the next 3 days. And it's to open up the channel and move the Kundalini energy up from the base of your spine so that you can heal one aspect of a time in your life. So, without further ado, for those of you who have done Kundalini Yoga in the past with me, we always start out with the tune-in, Adi Mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We chant that 3 to 5 times, once on one breath, and when we inhale, we do it again. Now, this new awareness that this particular meditation is meant to bring you is authority over your life, to make choices to conquer what you consider the ugliness in your life. So what we resist only persists because we're pushing against it. We're trying to force it away. But when we lean in with curiosity, what is this trying to teach me about myself? Instead of resisting it, ask it, what are you here for? What did you come to serve me with? What is the blessing in this lesson? There is always something there for you. It's how willing are you to lean in, to ask, to inquire, to be curious like you were when you were a child. See, children have it right because they still have curiosity. And what do? We beat it out of them in the sense that, oh, don't ask questions. You should always be asking questions. I was raised, ask questions. There's nothing wrong. It harms no one. And anybody who is resistant or reactive to questions, they have their own battles within going on. It's just having compassion is the simplest thing that each and every one of us can tune into. So without further ado, let's come into a nice seated position. Make sure you're sitting with a nice spine erect from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head, like someone is pulling a string. Each vertebrae is neatly stacked one over the other. Whether you're in a quiet space or not, you do you, whatever you can do. Wherever you're at, honor that. We're going to elongate. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears, let them glide down the back. Open up that heart space. Tuck the chin back ever so slightly because we want to maintain the ears over the shoulders and the shoulders over the hips. We want to head parallel to the floor. We don't want it tipped forward and we don't want it tilted back. The key is in noticing your body alignment. Body language speaks mounds about you. Your body language is always telling on you. So bring the hands to heart center, briskly rubbing them, creating this friction, this heat. Hands in and up in that little notch in between the breastbones. We'll inhale to synchronize the breath. Inhale to begin. Exhale, release. Inhale. Feel yourself getting longer and leaner. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, we'll chant the Adi Mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Last time, one more. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale, suspend the breath. Pull in and up at the anus, the sex organs, the navel point. Pull it up. Draw the energy up the spine. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Elongate. Exhale, release the hands down. Keeping your eyes closed, just go within for a moment and just tune in to any sensations that are arising, any thoughts that are coming through, and just be curious. Set an intention for this full moon, for this full moon meditation, this practice we're getting to do together, because it's in unity we create community. And inhale together. Exhale, release. Now I'm going to explain the way that this particular mudra and mantra goes. It's active. It's called celestial communication. So we're not just holding a mudra with our hands, but we're actually moving our hands. We start out with our hands down at the navel point in prayer pose. We're going to be chanting along, Sare Sasa, Sare Sasa, Sare Sasa, Sarang. It will come up to right at the third eye point, and the hands will be in this lotus posture. So what will happen is we start out chanting and moving the hands up, and the fingers start to open just at the heart space. into this wide, spread the fingers wide, stretching them, and then the sa re sa 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 rang will land here, and then on the Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. So we dive back in, and if you notice, it makes a heart. You dive back into the heart. And then you bring your hands at the Har Rang back into prayer pose, and we start all over again. We're going to do this a cappella style. I'm going to be chanting and singing it with you. You can do this at any time during this full moon. You can do it from last night was the full moon up until you can even do it Friday morning. All right? Find a nice comfortable spot. Make sure you have a lower lumbar curve. Your heart is going to stay lifted, because when your heart and lungs are open, you are Superman, Superwoman. You are human superpower. Like, this creates more strength. Just like Superman and Wonder Woman and all the action heroes. They all keep that chest lifted. I want to see you doing the same thing. So coming into this posture with your hands in prayer pose, down at your navel point. Start the timer. We're just going to do this for about 5 minutes, but I want you to be mindful and really get into the rhythm, because the key to this is the cycle of this mudra and the mantra all together. And we're using the power of the breath to always inspire us. In we breathe, exhaling out. Okay? Coming into posture, and we will begin. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 rang. Har Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Ray Har 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 Rang. Inhale, suspend the breath, pull the root log, draw the energy up, press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, feel yourself getting taller, leaning, feel your energy vibrating out, expanding. Exhale. Inhale again, suspend the breath, press the hands together at the heart space. Feel your expansion, your magnetic field. Feel the clarity in your third eye, your heart radiating out to the world, this healing vibration that when you heal yourself, you heal the world. Exhale, last time. Inhale together. Pull the root log, draw the energy up, press the tongue over for the mouth. Set that intention. What are you willing to release and let go of so that you can receive what is meant for you now? Exhale, release. Relax the hands down on your knees or in your lap. Go within. Just notice how your energy may have shifted, anything that may have dropped in. Be present with you. It's the biggest gift you could give you. Inhale together. Exhale, release. I hope that appeals and works and resonates for whoever is willing and courageous enough to try it, because you don't know until you try it. We have no idea until we have placed ourselves in the position of doing and being as opposed to thinking or seeing. Life is experiential, and it is at your willingness to engage that you will experience the riches and the gifts that life has always to offer you. Bring the hands to heart center. We're going to close out with one long Sat Nam. Inhale together. Satnam. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. May this full moon shine upon you the many blessings, the gift of openness, receptivity, forgiveness, compassion. Let them all start with you, for you, and extend them out to everyone you encounter. Because the life will show up to you the way you show up to it. There are 3 values. Feel good, be good, do good. And fools live in fear. A wise man lives in strength. Be the strength, be the lighthouse, show up, and you do you. You do you, baby. I love you. Many blessings, and may all of your dreams continue to unfold and come true to surprise and to delight you.